Tales from the wild. Stories from the heart. A journey into the mind and soul of fired-up business professionals where they share their vision for the future. And hear from a different non-profit organization every month as they create awareness of their goals and their needs. Dive into a world of untamed passion as we join our host, Shireen Buerta, for this month's episode of Friends from Wild Places.
Very nice, very nice. And I know you recently are venturing into meal prep, right? Meal preps also as a meaning that people can get whatever, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, right? Preset, I guess, is that correct?
Yes, so this came along with my hairdresser.
Okay.
She's also somebody that, she's close to our family. She does my mom's hair, my sister's hair, my niece's hair. And it's wedding season. So we had a wedding for my nephew couple weeks ago. And then in August, we have my niece's wedding. So, we've been taking care of her hair, cutting it, highlighting it and whatnot. So she knows about the juices. She orders constantly. And then she asked me, do you do meal prep? And I get this all the time. I don't advertise it, but I get it all the time. And because I'm not, what do you say, a storefront, I have to be very careful because we do operate from home. It's a home kitchen, right? So I said, I would do it for you. I would do it for you because, I know her. Then somebody saw her eating the food and they're like, oh my gosh, that looks so good. And she's like, but she doesn't do it for everybody. I will give her number, her number. But so I'm like, it's hard for me to say no, if I know that this is going to help someone. So for now, I have three clients. I've had other people inquire, but not follow through. But yes, I would do it for people that I know. Maybe for you, Tanya, I know you, you know me, because it's a sticky situation, if we can say.
Right.
Yeah.
And is there any other area that you want to venture into? Or, do you want to become, like, if you could sit here like and wave a magic wand from a year from now, would you want to say, do you want to become, like busier with this business? Are you happy with what it is? Do you want to offer more, whatever that looks like? I don't know, supplements or anything additional. Where do you see yourself with your business?
So I see myself with a small storefront. I don't want something big, something like a cafe where people can come in, have some coffee, have some matcha, enjoy our juices any time of the day, offer small meals. Right now, like I said, I am doing the meals, only one meal. It could be lunch or dinner. So I offer the healthy snacks. So if I could partner up with a gym or partner up with somebody that's in the same industry, somebody that is spreading health, somebody that's spreading consciousness, how to live a longer, better life by taking care of your body, by nourishing your body with the right foods, I would do that. I would dive into that 100%.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool.
That's exciting.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
We've come to the very important part of our podcast. Very, very important. And that is supporting our nonprofit for the month. And this is where we can really serve the community and lend a helping hand for a listener that might be needing specific help in a certain area that this nonprofit may provide. But for this month, we're going to be supporting Metro Life Church in Doral, Florida, the USA. This is Marie's nonprofit. So we're going to allow Marie just to share with us a little bit about how Metro serves the community, and how we can support Metro to serve the community as well. Go ahead, Marie.
So Metro Life Church has been my home church for the last 8 years, I would say. I used to go to a Hispanic-speaking church, and my kids weren't growing there. So the pastor, the youth pastor, used to come to my kids' school to do chapel. So my kids made the transition to Metro, and Dad and I followed at that time. So it's been about 8 years. We have just grown tremendously in that church. Spiritually, we have a good support team. We have a faith family, which is so important. Like going back to what you guys were asking me, some of the things that we need that support. We need friendships that are going to tell us, guide us in things that we need to do and where we need to head in life. Metro helps women in distress. Women, they have a women pregnancy center where they help women that are pregnant that have no support, no financial support, no housing. They also have a cohort on campus, in the Doral campus, that schools kindergarten students through 12th grade students. They just had their graduation like 3 weeks ago. It's amazing. They have my morning Devo, which is something that I listen to every morning. It's a group of girls, the pastor's daughters, and there's topics designed especially for us women, how to, raise our children, how to guide our family, how to be business owners and balance life at the same time. So these are real life topics that they're bringing to us. They're helping us navigate life. And they're very dear and close to my heart. So yeah, Metro Life in Doral, it's my home church.
I love that. I love to hear when a church or a nonprofit is really serving the community. And I can hear about the good work that they're doing. And that's important for myself and Tanya to know that we're going to be supporting a nonprofit that's actually effective in their community. So, listeners, we will be putting the link for metrolifechurch.com/give. There are 3 options there. So if you live in the area, there are other options there you can help and support with. If you're not in the area, there's an option where you can give and support them in that way. But yeah, we'll put that in the show notes. But I think what I would like to do before we move on to the more lighthearted part of the podcast is I wanted to ask you, Marie, you mentioned time as one of the biggest challenges and lessons that you had to really learn and overcome as a business owner. I find that you were saying you got to push, and you'll find it in yourself to be able to push past what you think that you could manage. But I also think on the other side of that is ways and means to be able to refill your tank, because you are giving, 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 and there's only so much you can give until your tank is depleted. So, would you mind sharing a few things that you do personally just to help fill that tank up so that you can keep on giving from a full glass?
Absolutely. So I start the day with my morning Devo. My morning Devo is like that morning fuel. Um, I work out at least 4 times a week because I need that. Because it gives me that clarity, that energy that I need to start my day. Family time is a big one. I know I was going to say it and I did not say it earlier, but family time is a big one. My daughter lives with me. My son married 2 years ago, but they come home. They're home. This is a safe place. This is a place where they feel welcome. They know their kids, their children, so they have that confidence that they can always come home. They fill my tank. They fill my tank. My granddaughter, seeing her smile, growing healthy, cooking for her. I made her soup the other day for the first time. She absolutely loved it. So doing things for my family, enjoying that time, just sitting down, having a conversation, doing absolutely nothing. Just doing things together. It's really, we are missing a lot of that in life today, in society. And we see affect, our youth, affect our adults, our elders. So we need more of that. And I try to balance life and work that way. spiritual tank full, physical tank full, and that emotional connection with my family. My parents are in the West Coast, so I get on the phone with them, FaceTime, drive a couple hours, maybe once a week, to visit them because I also need them. They need me. But family, definitely family is that um, supernatural power that ignites within me.
Love that. That's amazing. Thank you, Marie, for sharing that with us. I think it's also, I agree with you. It's really important. But yeah, so here we are, listeners, at the fun part. And today, you've heard me try a couple of different things, but today I just want to do a couple of fun questions, right? Some of the things that we want to get to know each other a little bit more. So it'll be a speed question, just to get to know each other a little bit more. So, first question is, Marie, do you like video games?
Funny enough, I was talking to my husband last night. The kids had just left, and I said, "Babe, you know, I would like to play Mario again with you or Pac-Man. Well, I think we need to get like a console, like the Atari that we used to have when we were growing up." Last night we were talking about that. So I do. To answer the question, I do like video games. I like the good ones or clean ones that, are just for fun.
Yes, I like that. So no shooting, killing, murdering kind of scary zombie kind of games for you, Marie. Got it.
Oh, not for me.
Tanya, what about yourself? Do you like video games?
I'm with Mari. I love the Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Asteroids, Space Invaders. Like if I go to an arcade, which is not too often, but I love those games. I'm not at all versed with the modern day that the kids have the headsets on and everybody's shooting things and no, but I love the old fashioned, I would say, or back in the 80s. That's love those games. Frogger, Donkey Kong, even Pong, I think you mentioned that. Just the old-fashioned, good, fun games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. How about you, Shireen?
I remember those when I was young. We had our big square TVs and we had the little TV game console with the little brick-like square play thing that would go into the little console and you would sit there with the old, you know, remote that was wired to the console. Anyway, no. To answer your question, I've actually been seriously thinking about buying the new Wii because I want to buy the new Harry Potter game.
Okay.
They
Okay.
have, yeah, they have a new Harry Potter Legacy that came out about a year ago. It's old news. For those people that are Harry Potter fans, they are all listening to me and going, "Oh, please, Shireen, that's was ages ago. What's wrong with you?" But yeah, I'm thinking maybe I should do that as a little gift to myself so that I can also play the Legacy Harry Potter game and see how it is. People are raving about it. They think it's an awesome interactive game. So it's quite interesting. But let's do one more question before we come to the end of the podcast. What about, okay, Marie, how would you spend a rainy day?
I don't like rainy days. Although those are the days where my creativity sparks the most because I'm home. So in the kitchen, most likely in the kitchen or here at home if the kids are home, just watching a movie, eating dinner or lunch together, just being a homebody.
Hmm, I like that. Tanya, what
Yeah.
about yourself?
So I am so introverted. I mean, it's funny because most people that don't know me think I'm extroverted, and that couldn't be farther from the truth. So, rainy days for me, I would very easily just stay in my bed and go from my bed to my bath, which is my favorite hobby, is taking a bath. So on a rainy day, I could probably take anywhere from 4 to 5 baths and go eat some of Mari's food in my kitchen and go back to bed. And it's like this triangle. Like I could do that all weekend. So if it was a rainy weekend, I may get on there, do a little work here and there, but no, it's in my bed, just I like online games, like Words with Friends is the #1 game that I play. So that's like a, I guess, decompressor for me. So I could just like mindless activity, just play like old-fashioned Scrabble, I guess is what Words with Friends is. So very easily, that's what I would do.
Mhm. Sorry, I'm laughing at the 4 to 5 baths in a day. I can barely have one.
4 to 5, I love it. No, 4 to 5 on a rainy day.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Very relaxing.
Say it again, buddy.
That sounds very relaxing.
It is, yes, yes, yes. And I do Epsom salt baths, so I'm always that's my favorite. So, and I know I've actually read recently that you're not supposed to do as many as I do. It's almost like you can overly detox yourself. So whatever, whatever.
I love this. I absolutely love this. Oh, Tanya, that's why we're friends. I think it's so cool. Um, yeah, me. A rainy day would be a nice cold rainy day. It must be cold because then I can cuddle under a nice blankie, woolly blankie with a fire going. My little Bath and Body Works candles must be lit,
Mm.
and a nice warm drink, like maybe a pumpkin spice if it's fall, or a hot chocolate if it's Christmas time, or, whatever it is, with a nice book, or plain Harry Potter game.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That would be me in a nutshell. Okay, enough of that. All right, guys, this is the good part. We also want you to share with the listeners. There could be listeners out there that really connect with you and they want to reach out and they want to find out more or ask you some questions. So we always like to make ourselves available to our listeners. So if you don't mind just mentioning where they can find you, please go ahead, Mary.
So you can reach me at www.yes2detox.com. And this is the word yes, the number 2, and detox. Yes2detox.com. You can also look me up on Instagram. Follow me at yes2detox. That's basically, the ways that you can reach me, or you can reach me via text.
Love it.
That information is on the website and also on Instagram.
Yes, and in the show notes, just so you know. You already know this, listeners, so I'm not saying something that you don't know. Tanya, what about yourself?
Okay, so I will share, but I have two final thoughts for Mari. One is you could actually do Manchi's Yes to Detox. That could actually incorporate both names. So I was pondering that while we were sitting here collaborating. And also my wish for something that I would love for you to create is a coffee creamer that I will like that's healthy, because I love hazelnut coffee creamer. I cannot get off of it. I love it. I've tried everything. I've tried everyone, the one that looks like bowling pins. I've tried all these different shapes and styles and powders. And I know it's not the healthiest and I eat pretty healthy, but that is my vice. So something that I can have, it doesn't have to be obviously with preservatives, but just something that's going to taste good. So I can actually have some nice hazelnut creamer with my coffee and not vice versa.
Delicious. The hazelnut has me like, ooh, with those little hearts in your eyes. I
Yes.
do have a creamer that I use personally, and it's almond milk with dates. This is something that I use every day. I drink matcha in the morning with a little bit of date paste as my sweetener. And in the afternoon, I have coffee, collagen coffee with the date creamer. Amazing. It's my guilty pleasure.
Yeah, maybe you could contact me with the date or anything, because
I will.
I do like the sweet, and I'm not familiar with date paste.
I
So
will.
okay. So for the listeners out there, my wheelhouse is I am a full-time professor and program coordinator at Miami-Dade College. For anybody considering a career change or knowing folks that maybe want to get into the funeral profession, we create the Aspiring Funeral Directors and Embalmers. We're one of 3 programs in the state of Florida. I also serve as an expert witness for funeral home and cemetery cases regarding litigation. And my last is my beloved work based on my own father's journey with dementia, specifically Lewy body, that I am a senior placement specialist matching people with communities. We are a free placement service. There's no charge to use us. We get paid directly by the community. So if you know anybody or any family member that maybe has somebody with dementia or any of the dementias, I knew nothing about it before my father's diagnosis, and he had passed in 2022, but I still continue my blessed work in this arena. So LinkedIn is my wheelhouse. I live, breathe, and sleep LinkedIn. I don't have a TV. Shireen knows that. So you can find me under Tanya Scotisi. I'm sure Shireen will put that in the show notes. Feel free to reach out. My verb is inspire, and I always like to provide inspiration. So, and what about you, Shireen?
Thanks, Tanya. That's so true about you. And I absolutely love you because you are amazing and you have so many hats, and you are actually a real inspiration. So, yeah, listeners, I am also on LinkedIn. Shireen's bookkeeping is also on LinkedIn, as well as Instagram, if you want to reach out to me there. More importantly, if you really enjoy Friends from Wild Places, you can find friendsfromwildplaces.buzzsprout.com. Let me repeat that. That's friendsfromwildplaces.buzzsprout.com. That is the website. If you are keen to listen to some more of our content, please go listen to Clay Hicks, who was our last visitor. He runs 9 businesses. And he started out with lemonade stand when he was a little boy. So that was quite an inspirational story. So go and listen to Clay Hicks. That was last month's episodes, but yeah, it's $5. Please really consider supporting us in that way. We really appreciate you, listeners. And remember, you got this, and stay wild. See you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
You've been listening to Friends from Wild Places with Shireen Bueta. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast from the links to catch every episode and unleash your passion.